Hey, what's up guys, it's Echo. So lately I've been hearing a lot about Gravity Rush 2. I thought the first game was pretty good, even though I wasn't a huge fan of, like, the floating mechanic, because I'd get really disoriented at times. But everything else, like the story, music, character design, etc., it was pretty good from what I remember. So I looked at the Gravity Rush Reddit page for some more info on the game, and I saw that Metacritic, OpenCritic, and Kotaku already made reviews. The Kotaku review was written by Kirk Hamilton. I read that one first, even though I shouldn't have, because one, I'm not the biggest advocate of Kotaku, and two, it was really negative compared to the other reviews that I saw, and it almost turned me off to it, because like Metacritic and OpenCritic gave it like 81s both, I believe. This one, it had some negative stuff on it, had some positive stuff on it, but the negative looked a lot worse than the positive, in my personal opinion. So they had an image under like a giant wall of text that was on the website, and I scrolled all the way down to see if I could get like a final thing, or like just a little thing summing everything up, because I didn't want to get spoiled, you know. This image that was on the website should be on the screen right now. It says, Gravity Rush 2 Kotaku Review, if only the game were as fun as it is charming. Now, that's a little bit alarming to me. That raises up some red flags already, just by that statement right there. So, on this, there's something that really caught my eye as I kind of read the whole thing. Besides, you know, the bright colors on the bottom, it said type of game, open world magical girl simulator. Now, if that's a genre, I want to see more of it. Actually, leave a comment down below of another open world magical girl simulator you can think of. That'd be great. This is all the other stuff like the developers, Project Siren, and Sony Entertainment, the platform, the release date, which is on the 18th. And I was a little bit surprised because it said that it took the person who is reviewing this game, Kirk, 25 hours to complete pretty much everything. So that means it's going to be a longer game, which is, I guess that's nice. But I guess I just hope that it doesn't feel really long, you know? Because when a game starts to feel long, and it's not because of its, like, story, then there's, like, a problem, you know? The pros over here say gorgeous art and visuals, beautiful music, charming cast of characters, and it's fun to jump around collecting gems, which is nice, you know? It sounds like it'd be a fun game, until you look at the cons, which are maddening control issues, cheap boss fights, uninspired and repetitive missions, and awful stealth sections. Now, this isn't a stealth game, so I'm not too worried about the awful stealth sections. Not a whole lot of games can get stealth really right, so I'm not really surprised that they don't do too well in this one. But there are a lot of red flags here, you know, with the whole, like, floating around mechanic. You would hope that the controls wouldn't be super hard to deal with, right? You don't want those to be frustrating, especially when the controls can be a little bit disorienting. Also, if it has quote-unquote maddening control issues, the game's just not gonna be as fun to play as it could be. Now, with the cheap boss fights, that just means that he thought that some of the boss fights in this game were just whack, alright? And I know in every game there's gonna be that one boss that pisses you off, at least just a little bit, but if some of the bosses are so bad that someone feels the need to put it in their review like this, then there's obviously gonna be something wrong. Maybe not huge, but if he's saying that there's cheap boss fights, then there's definitely something wrong there, you know? And just imagine having to go through these quote-unquote cheap boss fights with these maddening control issues. That does not sound fun at all. That's part of the reason why reading this review almost turned me off to the game. And then the rest is the uninspired and repetitive missions, which is horrible. I really don't like games that are gonna take you a while to beat and they have repetitive missions. Kind of like I was gonna say Splatoon, but that wasn't a very long game at all. But GTA 5 is a really big offender of this. Oh, and also what was it? Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain. They're very big offenders of this. It's not gonna feel good playing the game, but it's gonna feel good watching the game and like seeing the story. And the point of a game is not to just tell a story, it's to also have fun with the gameplay. Because if you're just trying to do something and absorb only its story, then you could just go read a book or watch a movie or you know, something like that. And then the awful stealth sections, as I said earlier, that's not too big of a red flag for me because a lot of games don't do stealth very well. Leave a comment saying your opinion, you know, do you think this is going to be a good or bad release? Or, you know, you could just call me a faggot that's overthinking what some random people said over the internet. Also, leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this. I think I'm going to be doing some more Gravity Rush videos. I don't know whether I'm going to do like a whole Let's Play series on it or whatever, or do like kind of like funny moments type of deal with it. I don't know, but I'm definitely gonna try to pull as much information out, you know, before the release happens. That's not gonna like spoil things, you know, just so you all can be informed. Also, if one last thing, if you're already subscribed, or you're going to subscribe, hit that bell to the right of the subscribe button to turn on notifications. YouTube is a little bit messed up right now as far as sub boxes are concerned, and to be honest, it's like almost a miracle if you saw this in this video in your sub box. So yeah, see you guys next time, and I hope you all had a great day. Bye bye.